Sarah, welcome in. Javier, what up? Good morning. I got chorizo and egg burrito, steak quesadilla, 6 steak tacos working. I got loaded fries over there. Working. And 3 of these steak tacos, they want cheese on them. Very nice. Let's go up a little bit. Welcome in, everybody. They don't want cilantro. Herbs. Come on down, friends. See what we're working with over here. Nick, what up? Haha, got you. Come on. Loaded fries. Salad fries. Alright, 3 tacos of cheese. Let's watch it. 2 tacos regular, plain. Rice and beans, and cilantro, salsa, all the goods. Steak quesadilla, They don't want the red salsa, so I'm gonna just give them sour cream. Ashley, what up? Linda, what up? Thank you. No, please, Sarah, don't block the emojis. They help with the active. Then we got our breakfast. Breakfast burrito. Beef chorizo, onion, cilantro, eggs, salt, pepper. And then we hit it with more onion, layers, red salsa, pepperoni sauce, French fries. And then we call it. Come on, come on. BRB. Woo! Top. Welcome in, everybody. Merry Christmas already, huh? Let's read the beginning of the chat. Nick, 20? No problem, I got you. Ashley, hello. Linda, I'm blessed. How are you? Love the ornaments. That's cool. And the presents. Thank you. Ashley. Merry Christmas. What up, Biz? How you doing? Man, it's hot. 1.92? Let's get it. That's crazy. Good. Busy day. Busy day. Got a lot. We had to go to the stores this morning, pick up a bunch of stuff, break it all down in the restaurant, and then now we got to do a bunch of prep. I got to do potatoes. Oh, you want to see the list, friends? That's what I got done. That's what I need to get done today. Guac, onions, mole, onion cilantro, egg salsa, steak marinade, lime, salsa portions, red and green portions, shrimp, mozzarella. And then we'll finish with some cakes. Lucas, what up? Let's get it, friends. I gotta for sure start with potatoes because I'm gonna run out of fries if I don't. Let me get it all set up. We do Mexican food. It's a Mexican restaurant. Sugar Bones Tacos is the name of it. They're located in Lakewood, Washington. This is just part of the kitchen. I got an order that just walked in. I got steak on the grill. I got to cut some potatoes right away. And then I got to take that order from the people out there right now. In the meantime, let's listen to this cover. Unthinkable by City and Color. We'll get right into the cooking, no trip. Just trying to get myself set up a little bit. Kiko's out of town, so make it happen. Welcome in if you're new, like the live. Sub to the channel if you like cooking content. We live stream pretty much Monday through Friday, and on Sundays occasionally, depending on if the Bears are playing or not. And that's impossible to ignore. Alright, I'm gonna set you guys up over here because we're about to get busy. Getting kind of crazy. 144. Whoa. Well, welcome in. Thank you for tuning in. It's 12:20 p.m. right now. Sorry. Mark, what up? We're in Washington State right now. I'll be for now, hammer now, sir. Sorry about that. Indianapolis? Nice. I know it's cold over there right now. Bitty bitty cool. Alright. 9 tacos. Get it. Yeah. That's why I moved out of the Midwest, man. I'm from Chicago. I lived in Wisconsin. I live in St. Louis. I ain't never going back. That weather's crazy. Alright, 9 tacos coming up. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Little mole action. In Chicago? No, I'm from the Pilsen area, bro. I'm sure I'm not California. Disrespect me like that, bro. I'm from, we don't mess with folks. You sizzling. Come on down, friends. Yeah. Stop slacking. Come on. What are we talking about? Practice, guys? We do this every day. Every day. Every day. Every day. Shim Shan? Boom. Take one of these plates, I'll come back for the rest. Welcome in, everybody. Haha. I got you. Thank you, thank you. Asada or steak? Nice. What else we got here? I'm about to cut some more fries right now. Thank you guys. Let's rock it out. I think it's better if I go this way with it. Oh, that's perfect. Angie, I'm not. I'm married. Happily married. We're out of Washington State. The restaurant's called Sugar Bowls Tacos. But thank you for asking in a nice, polite, professional way. How? All right, friends, the potatoes. Look at this little concoction we got here. Okay. I'm gonna cut these potatoes, potato. Very simple. You put it in and you press it down. Like that. Call it a day. Well, thank you for stopping in from India. That's crazy. I appreciate that. Make sure you like and sub to the channel so we can keep in contact. Thank you, I appreciate that. Friends, we're gonna hit that goal this month for sure. That's awesome, huh? Way to end it. There we go. There we go. All right. Hey, there we go. You guys can see. I'm on a time crunch, honestly. I gotta get a lot of stuff done really fast. Thank you so much. Have a blessed night. Have a good sleep. Robert, how are you? Welcome in. If anybody's new to the channel, like it. That's what we do every day. I'm gonna go check on that table real quick, though, if that's okay. Sanchez, what up? Habitat Hasalero Artesania. What language? Where are you from? I am. Born and raised in Chicago. Are you legal? And I'm not only Mexican, I'm Puerto Rican, I'm German. My first language is English. What else would you like to know? What up from Kansas City? Oh, my bad. Hey, thank you. I couldn't really read it, my bad. Cortada de potato. How'd you say cortada? I didn't see cortada. Voting hard, thank you. How did I banish you? No, leave it. It's okay. Let that guy talk. Is that a guy or a girl? Which one is it? What makes me a douchebag? Because I'm American? Mexican-American? Fresh, not frozen. That's right, Shell. Tastes better, looks better. I should. Rock Nation. I do cook. I know how to cook it, Doug. I'm not cooking, Doug. Oh. Ducks are family. Like the Mighty Ducks. Well, I haven't cooked any duck this year, if that makes you feel better. Alright, you're being a little weird. You're gonna keep chatting, I'm gonna block you. It's a cooking channel. We're weird, bro. People don't know how to act. People don't know how to talk to people. They don't know how to communicate on a normal conversation level. If you don't know what to say, just don't say nothing, bro. So weird, eh? What's up with these people? I just don't get it. And the show goes on, friends. Honestly, when we do our tapas menu, duck confit flautas. Alright, trust me. No, yeah. So what we'll do is we'll soak them in cold water when we get them. We'll put them in, and they're pretty clean already. If they're too dirty, I'll throw them away. I won't even bother with them. Like this one right here. Here's a good example, right? So there's a little bit of mush there, and it's kind of dirty. I'm just gonna toss this one. You get a couple in every batch. It's not too bad though. But yeah, we'll blanch them in water, salt and sugar for 8 hours, and then we'll par cook them at a low temperature in the fryer, and then they get cooled down. And then we refry them after they cool down all the way. We'll fry them in the fryer at 350. It's a little bit of a process. Both. More wax than anything. I don't really mess with flour that much anymore. Yeah, so the drying part you really don't have to do, which is nice, because what I do is like I said, we'll cut them and we'll soak them in a big bin, and then once they're blanched properly, I'll dump them right in the sink again and let that excess water come out. Then I fry them, and then I put them on a sheet tray, with a patty paper to try to get any of that excess oil and water out. And once they go in the cooler, they'll air dry, because it's really cool in here. you know, potatoes from scratch, they taste better, they look better. You know, they're just like a better, like another level of respect for the potato, you know what I'm saying? When you buy frozen fries, they don't taste right, they don't look right. No, canola oil. That's it. We don't do any, we do canola oil for our grill cook items, and then we do canola frying oil for our frying. We don't want any peanuts or anything like that that would cause like an allergy. We could we could fry them in a finer fryer oil, but we try to keep it simple. We want literally everything to taste like how it's supposed to taste. Potatoes to taste like potatoes. You know, we don't want to coat it with all these like unnecessary things. Just try to keep it as natural as possible. You know, even the beans. You know, normally beans are made with like fat, lard, or vegetable oil. We're just straight canola oil. Canola oil and salt. That's right. Sometimes the potatoes want to. Anybody got any plans for Friday night? Going out to eat, family, movies. Is there any movies? I don't know. I feel like the movie theater's dying. I like going, but it ain't the same. Bobbing for potatoes. Bobbing a bob. William, thank you so much. We go through about 2 cases of potatoes a week right now. That's pretty crazy. Appreciate that. Jeff is one of the many lucrative jobs here at the Sugar Bowls Tacos. You will see. Potato. One fry. to rule them all. Darlene, how you been? You took it off? Challenge. I know. How you been, darling? You good? How you feeling? You know us, just doing the same old. Give me a second to talk to y'all while this water goes up. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, please. It helps us out. We're grinding. We got goals. We're trying to hit 2,500 subs this year on our first year on YouTube. We're also trying to hit 1 million views. So we just got to keep grinding. That's it. We're like, I think we're about 260,000 views away from that. I think we could do it, friends. I got an email from a sponsorship today, from a knife sponsorship. I'm not going to say the name yet. But I need to verify that it's a legit email, and I need to talk to some people first before I say something, you know what I mean? But it would be cool. And then my son is in Chicago. Thank you so much. Fun, thank you. Rona Lula. I was talking to my son in Chicago, and I said, you know what? You should open up a Sugar Bowl Tacos Ghost Kitchen in Chicago. So I'm gonna do some research over the weekend. I might be in Chicago, banging out some Sugar Mo's tacos. Thank you for the hot cocoa. That's cool. All right, friends. Half a cup of salt. And then 1 cup of sugar. Wow. Gotta put labels on these bad boys. Yeah. Second, friends. Gotta sanitize this down real quick. Rona, that's how you say her name. Sorry about that. Now I know. The sugar, so the salt, we're trying to soak it into the potato, right? And then the sugar just gives it flavor through and through. So normally when you eat a fry, when they're seasoning it or they're frying it, it's all surface level. But the inside of the potato doesn't have anything in it. It's very bland, right? So the sugar and the salt, they not only they soften it up, they give it a lot of flavor and texture. And then when we par cook them, some of that sugar, it crystallizes in the fries, which gives it a nice little like natural crunch to it. So then that's because when we par cook it and then when we refry them again from a cold state, you have that same flavor inside the fry and then outside of the fry. So we're not trying to like mask the flavors. It has levels to it. Like one potato has, levels to it. That's how that area normally looks. Okay, label these bad boys. Hey. Of course, that's what we're here to do. We're not doing things mindless. There's a reason for it all. UK. Wow. Yvonne, thank you for tuning in from the UK. Ashley Severson, love you too. Chief sick. I don't understand that. Oh, you're sick? I'm so sorry. Welcome in, everybody. If you're new to the live, like it, please. Sub to the channel if you like cooking content. This is like real rap raw right here. No edits. We try to be professional with the chat. Please just don't spam a bunch of stuff. But other than that, that's awesome. Emojis are cool. Caps locks are cool if they're like not crazy disrespectful. But we're good. Everybody's good. We're just trying to make it out here. You know what I'm saying? That's okay. I think this is better than this one. There we go. Ah, you little weasel. Make a fish pizza and a mushroom cream. You're talking about like a salmon tartare, like a smoked salmon? That sounds fire. A little arugula salad, lemon dressing on top. Come on, bro. Let me wipe the Oh, welcome in. Hiya. Kill it, tone. All right, friends. Oh, that's how I feel every day. Really? What kind of food did you make? Or like, what did you cook? That's awesome. Food is universal. I'm telling you, man. That's awesome. A lot of people from different countries in the chat today, huh? That's sick. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for stopping in. YouTube is crazy. All right, potatoes are working. Oh, that sounds great. I love Mediterranean food. That's probably like one of my favorite foods, Mediterranean food and Italian. Yeah, I was an executive for an Italian restaurant for a long time. Alright, my favorite part of the day. A good cries incoming. Yeah, I think that's April, welcome in. Right now we're just cutting onions and cilantro. We're making, I got some beans on the stove top right now. I got these onions real quick. And then I gotta marinate some steak. Portion some salsa, cut some limes, make some cakes. Cut some shrimp. A little bit of everything. Gotta eat that. Good thing I don't eat my eyes. Hey. Truth or dare. Eat an onion. Remember when I had to cut the onions by hand every time? I probably cut thousands of pounds of onions. Save your money. That tissue's gonna cost you $1,000. Watch. Hey. Why can't we not be sober? No, I'm just very happy to be working so hard that I cry. Huh? I work so hard, I just cry all the time. Yeah. Ugliest cry. Yeah. I'm just an imbecile. Trust in me and all is well. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. I'm dancing because it burns, not because. Gotta thug it out sometimes. Antonio, thank you. Who else can listen to Tool cry and cut onions and interact with the chat on Facebook? Come on, come on. After cutting about, I don't know, 50 onions, I probably cut about like 10 onions. I gotta resharpen my knife because I can feel like it's starting to dull a little bit. And that's the worst thing you want is a dull knife when you're chopping vegetables because you could really hurt yourself. I will find a center in you. I will chew it up and leave. My tears are the water. I don't want, but like the thing is, I don't want wet onions. You know what I'm saying? I'm cutting them from a dry state, so I don't want it to. I don't know. Like onions, they have water in them, and when you rinse them and get all that stuff, they start to leak out. And I don't want to make a mess as I'm dicing it. I just stuck it out. I mean, normally people would like. There's steps, right? You peel them, you cool them in the cooler, and then you cut them. But you do it all in one shot. Am I super? The song or me? What are you talking about? The song is called Sober, yes. No, I'm wasted out of my mind right now. And I'm operating a sharp knife with tears in my eyes. Somebody stop me. But the song is called Sober, yes. Welcome in, everybody. Great edge. Like CM Punk, huh? Little Pepsi tattoo in your arm. CM Punk. 10 pounds in 2 hours, no goggles, but eating. Mr. Stew. We making onion soup? Well, you know, honestly, when I used to run the Cheesecake Factory, we used to use the tomato slicers to julienne the onions for tomato soup. Man, look at that. I gave you a little bit of game right there. I'm doing this whole bag of onions. 10 pounds of onions. Yep. Well, these small onions, honestly, they're rough, dude. They're tough. I have a case of the big onions in there. Those are a lot better. But these small onions, man, they pack a punch, dude. They're like shallots in a way where they're just like real pungent. I think the smaller, the tinier they are, the tinier they are. Well, I know why. It's because they force grow them, so they're not able to develop properly. They're forcing them to, like, you know, produce and ripen up faster than they are, so they're not really, they're not normal. Sandra, what up? My spaghetti. I like the music, but I'm dancing to avoid from crying harder now. You know what doesn't make me cry anymore? Marvel movies. They're slacking in the emotional department. Uh-oh. Thank you. I appreciate that. Sometimes you gotta switch the music up. You know, you can't be listening to the same thing every day. It drives me insane. I've been listening to classical music. Every morning I start my day with worship music. That's what I'm saying. And Sarah, welcome in, Sarah. That's right. I remember when I was younger, I used to go with my buddy to like jazz clubs because they had old fashions for $3. But regardless, like the music was cool. It was just like a different scene, a different vibe. You know, people move so different in this world. It's crazy. Could have just embraced it. Like these onions right here. You know when you're gonna stop me, I'll be right with you. Let's see what's on this ticket. I guess we're gonna make some food, friends. You down? I got a 3 taco plate, al pastor, asada, and pollo con mole, and an orange jarrito. Of course, dude. Come on, friends, let's go. I'll take you with me. We're gonna make a taco plate right now, 3 taco plates. That's the deal. pollo con mole right here. Come on down. Welcome inside. Asada, Angus beef, al pastor, diced pork with pineapple, pollo con mole, chicken thigh meat, mole, egg salsa from scratch, rice and beans from scratch. Come on! You thought I was just cutting onions. Disrespectful like that. Back to the crying game, friends. Let's get it. 1.94, let's go! We're gaining like 50 subscribers a day, bro. That's crazy. All right, friends. I think it's time for some onions. The next order we get with El Pastor, we're gonna drop some more El Pastor meat. I grab, this is my life, right? So normally, back in the day, I would go to the stores and get everything myself, okay? But Kiko's been the person that does all the deliveries for me. And he's out of town right now, he went out of town. And so I went to the stores today, and I bought garbage bags because we needed them. And I left them in the other car. I took Kiko's car to work, and I have the other car keys in my pocket. And I left the garbage bags. So I got these tiny garbage bags. I have the keys to the other car. I'm just a hot mess. All right, so don't judge me, right? I done messed it all up, right? House Star. Yeah, that's the dance you do to that music. Alright. That was a courtesy dance. Alright. I gotta take this apart. These are the thoughts in my brain. I gotta take this apart, swap it out, dice that. That's why you need to have good music or you're gonna go insane in this bad boy. Happy Friday, welcome in. Lose my marbles. Tyler. Yeah, my wife cooks for me all the time. My mom, everybody cooks. Honestly, it's a cooking. It's for sure like a cooking house. Everyone cooks. We really don't go out that much. If we do, it's probably like McDonald's because it's convenient. You know what I mean? Yeah. What do you like to cook, Sandra? Honestly, I used to love grits a lot, but I know that stuff's not good for you. So good. Good. Good, really good. Oh no. Yeah, there's supposed to be like a northeast Arctic, like something coming the next week or so. Hey, come to the restaurant. We're open from 10 to 8 every day. Today we're open till 10. Saturday, Friday, Saturday. I like the pressure cooker, honestly. You know what I like a lot? When we first bought it, an air fryer. But then everything started tasting like that metal, what do you call it? Like the Teflon. And I didn't really like it. How do you say your name? Henna? Herna? I want to say it right. Welcome in. To reach you. I know that's crazy. It's my favorite part. Yeah. I hate this. Shoot. Why do they design these things like this? Come on, you son of a biscuit. That's Let's take a second and start over in a second. Okay. Start at the top. That's what I thought. All right, friends. Our restaurant is always welcome to anybody who is looking for a meal. All right. Dicing and crying. I feel like if we're gonna cry, we should put on some sad music, right? Makes sense. What we got here? Not sad, right? But maybe that's there. That's perfect. Welcome in, friends. Welcome in. We're on the road. What up? What up from the Bay? That's how they act in Bay Area? Let me find out. That's your neighbor, Biz? Here we go. Yeah. What do you work in have you worked in a restaurant before? Zing. You feel good about yourself calling an adult a little man? Does that make you feel good inside? Yeah. I'll put the Twilight soundtrack on, don't trip. Multiple taught them what they know. It's all about gaining that experience. That's it. Learning. I learned the basics really well in my career, and then I had to teach them. So in order to teach things and speak volumes, you have to become a master. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're, like, it's one thing to be like a teacher and teach people stuff, but you know, it's easy to be a teacher and like tell people what to do and teach them and explain to them. It's different when I'm like living through it every single day. I'm doing all that and I'm living through it every single day. You know what I'm saying? I could be like, yeah, the onions aren't good right now in season, or the avocados are not the way that they should be, because I'm literally in the mix. You know? It's crazy. I see a lot of these chefs that are like teachers at schools, and they have no clue what they're talking about. Or they worked in a diner 40 years ago. And it's like, dude, technology is so much further since then, you know? It's just a collection, honestly, it's just a collection of like working with people and learning what you can. And being able to, you know, regurgitate it in a way that you think will be better and more efficient. That's what the millennials are for. To take what we've done. I guess I don't know what I'm in. We just gotta make things better. That's it. That's the point. right. I tell you one thing though, people love to hate, don't they? It's awesome. Feeds the fuel. It's me crying to all the haters. You hurt my feelings. Now I will cry. Hey. This is cigarettes after something. Apocalypse is what the song's called. Woo! Paramore? Why not? So I'll return as soon as possible. For tacos, burritos, and quesadillas. So we're doing onions for, we keep them separated and then we'll add the cilantro to a couple 6-pans so that we can have the mix ready to go when we serve it. But we also have onions and cilantro separated too if somebody has an allergy or there's something that's just a preference. We don't like force it on them, you know. But I'd say like 90% of the tacos come with onion cilantro, so it was a good idea that my wife implemented, like, dude, you gotta make onion cilantro together. This is prep in general. We don't have line prep. I do it all. It's always good to do the what do you call it? The strenuous and long work first in the beginning of your shift with prep, because all the rest of the stuff's going to be easy to execute. These things are the things that are time consuming. They're going to make you, you know, get it in. So these are the things I want to take care of right away so I don't have to worry about it. All the sauces and all that other stuff, that's easy money. Portioning, you know. Nice. Where do you work? Where do you cook at, if you don't mind me asking? And what station do you work on? Welcome in, by the way. We started this channel this year. We have a great community, so it wasn't an accident that you stumbled across this channel, my friend. Mercy. Come on, this music is perfect for cutting onions. Nice. Where do you work at? You work at Cheesecake Factory? Uh-huh. gonna break my heart, just break it. If you're gonna take your shot, then take it. Take it. If you made up your
Sounds good, no worries. Thank you, I appreciate that. But I definitely want to chit chat with you. Have mercy.
If you go out tonight, get drunk and lonely, find a home alone, please don't call. Say that's me, no. If you're gonna break my heart, just break it. If you're gonna take your shot, then take it. Take it. You made up your mind, then make it. Make this fast. If you ever love me, have mercy. Oh, have mercy. If you're gonna break my heart, just break it. If you're gonna take your shot, take it, take it. Oh, if you're gonna break my heart, just break it. If you're gonna take your shot,
What's up with these people, bro?
take it. If you made up your mind, then make this fast. If you ever love me, ever love me, have mercy.
What's that guy talking about? Oh, he's calling me Hector.
Oh, have mercy.
Fast and Furious. It's very funny. I get it, I get it.
Have mercy.
It's good stuff, dude, good stuff.
Have mercy.
Have mercy. Ugh. It's that slow, deep burn, my friends. Woo. Dog life. We're in Washington State. He's trying to be funny. Call me Hector from Fast and Furious. Like a little running joke. Pretty funny. All right. Check. All right, rule of thumb. This is legal stuff right here, okay? Check in, friends. If you work in a restaurant, any label that you make for a food product, it should always be written with a pen, a pencil. The reason why is if somebody ever gets sick in your restaurant, or supposedly sick in your restaurant, and let's say they trace it back to the onions and cilantro mix, they said, oh, well, I asked for no onions and they put onions on it and I got physically sick from it. And then they could come and check the label, which is written in pen to show that no, it wasn't this or whatever it might be. It's always like a legal document when you go to court to say, no, this is it. You know, if the health department, I've done it with the health department a lot of times with different restaurant concepts. Like let's say somebody gets sick or an allergic reaction to calamari or to shellfish, and it's calamari, it's squid, there's no shellfish in that. So it's like, you know, we have to really backtrace those steps with the health department to really say, okay, this person said they got sick eating the fried calamari. Do you guys fry shrimp in this fryer? No. Where do you keep your shrimp? Where do you keep your calamari? So all those things are just like necessary steps that protect the business or the restaurant or the entity as a whole. And these are all just like obvious things that you should do with the health department. Make sure there's labels on everything that you prep. Any vegetable or fruit that gets cut with a knife, it starts an internal timer of 6 hours. That means that if you leave it out on the table for 2 hours and then you put it away, it only has a 4-hour outside of the refrigeration shelf life. And that stuff never goes away because that bacteria keeps growing. So if you were to freeze it and bring it out, it's still the same temperature. It has that same timer on it. Just in case you guys wanted to know about that. And a lot of people think the health department is like serving spoiled food or, you know, rotation. It's actually more about behavior than anything. They ask you questions, and if you don't know the answers to them, then they know that they'll just start peeling back layers. That's what we used to say. So like if you, like let's say they ask you, for example, hey, what's the temperature of chicken when it's cooked? The answer is 165 degrees for 10 to 15 seconds, okay? It has to stay at that temperature for that long, right? So the rule is to serve it up, cook it longer than it's supposed to be because it has to still sit in that temperature safe zone for that long. So everybody has to make sure that that chicken's cooked up to 165 minimum. You understand what I'm saying? Those are things that the health department wants to know. So if you don't know that and you're pulling chicken off, this happened, it's a true story. One of my cooks pulled chicken off the grill and he temped it with his thermometer and it said 165, but he was cocky about it. He temped it in the air, it said 165, but then he let it rest on the cutting board. So when the health department came and they checked the temperature of it, it was 163. And it's there, they waited this time and they tempted it 163. Even though it's right there, it's not accurate. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I told my cooks moving forward, dude, you need to cook that to like 1,000 degrees. Like don't try to like play chicken with the health department, dude, because they're gonna get you. And not only they're gonna get you, they're gonna manage that behavior exactly. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna say, well, we know that they don't tempt their chicken with the thermometer, so we're gonna make sure that every time we see them, we're gonna check that chicken with the thermometer. And then what happens is they'll build a case over each restaurant and they'll monitor those specific things. And if you continuously fail in those departments, the points they compound. Almost like if you miss a toll payment and it just keeps going up, that's exactly how it is. If something simple as like washing your hands properly, it's like 10 points, I think. But it takes 30 points, more than 25 points to fail the health department, 35 points. So if you fail that hand washing and then they come back and you fail it again, it's 30 points. It's automatic failure.
because hand washing should be, you should learn these things and have your certificates before you even step foot in the kitchen, right? It's one of the requirements is for you to have your food handler's card. A lot of people want to manage me and say stuff on the stream like, oh, you're not wearing gloves, you're not doing this properly. Dude, trust me, I know exactly what to do and how to do it the right way, you know, and I would love to be corrected, but I know what I'm doing, right? I've been doing this for a long time. I've managed people through the Serve Safe manager certifications. I've trained chefs and GMs on how to properly manage the managers and how they manage sanitation. So I just want to serve safe food, have a great time doing it. And anybody that walks through that door that wants to work with me, it's not my set of rules. These are the standards that we're supposed to operate. Every restaurant's supposed to operate under. And that's it. That's the standard. So if restaurants are missing those marks, there's a disconnect between when they learned how to do things properly and where they're at now. Because, you know, I worked at 19 restaurants at the Cheesecake Factory in 6 years. I don't even know how many restaurant openings, like back to back to back. And the one thing that I really noticed is that a lot of people, they get left behind with the technology. And you can't get left behind with the technology, especially nowadays when artificial intelligence does everything for you. You really have to be like at the forefront of those things. And, you know, if you don't want to do those things, and look, I had a boss, look, listen to this, sorry, I'm all over the place. I was an executive for a big company, okay? And then I went to go work for another company, and they didn't give me the executive role. You gotta work your way through the manager ranks. And I told my boss, I said, look, why do they want me to do these things? I already know them. This is just, I need to learn your guys' way of doing the recipes and understanding it. But the ins and outs of like the corporate structure and how to manage people the right way, I understand how to do that. So why do I have to do these things? Can you just like sign me off on them? And he said that one of the greatest things he's ever like coached me into saying, he said, don't do it and be stagnant in your development. And that's true. A lot of people, what they do is they get in their head, it's like, oh, I was this, I was that. Every new job is a new opportunity for you to build off that, right? So you can't take that same ceiling approach that you had before when approaching a new job, because I was sunned that day so hard, and ever since then, I've always been I've been obsessed with like knowledge when it comes to cooking and food. So I've really just tried to like understand things on a whole nother, like how it works, you know, the show on TV that they put. I want to understand how everything works now because of that. That's right. Raw food, ready to eat food, you should be changing your gloves. Like there's just so many variables. But I want to teach. I seen this guy, okay, can we talk about this for a second? There's this one dude on social media, and he's not a real health inspector. And he has a big following on social media. Just because you have a following on social media doesn't mean you can break the law and do things. So I would love to be a health inspector one day, but I don't want to work for the health department. You know what I mean? Right? Oh, you've seen that guy, huh? I appreciate that, RW. Sorry, Hector. That's funny. Yeah, because look, let me tell you something. The first thing, when I watched one of those videos, the first thing that I heard this person say and come out of their mouth that I already knew all credibility was lost was that he had printed paperwork, he had printed posts from social media, okay? The health department or anybody, nobody's gonna use comments from social media as a way to manage your food safety. How would you know? Somebody could just write whatever they want, and then you can't use that. That's not credibility, right? It's the health department's report. That's the only credibility that you can have when, you know what I mean, when looking at a restaurant. That's crazy to me, right? And look, and then this is a thing too, right? That guy, like, why is he cleaning for it? I've never seen a health department, I've never seen a health inspector do any of that. That's not a thing, all right? That's not a thing. If this is your restaurant and it's dirty, you need to clean it, or you're gonna get shut down. Or you're gonna get shut down until this is clean. Not, hey, let me help you clean it. What? That doesn't make any sense, bro. It's just for views. This restaurant, you shut this restaurant down that you have no authority shutting down. That, you know, that's just a fumble on the health department in that area's fault. Views for fools. All right, friends. Let's hang out for a little bit longer. I gotta wash dishes because I'm everybody. I'm everything. So if you guys want to hang out, let's do it. Wow. It's just, you know, it's funny because like when I was an executive at the Cheesecake Factory, I don't ask for it now, I'm not saying that. I didn't need to demand respect or say anything about you know, people just knew who I was, and that was good enough. And all I wanted to do was teach and train. Now that I go to a taco restaurant, people think that I'm just some Mexican who's selling tacos, and it's like, no, dude. I didn't even know how to make Mexican food until we opened the restaurant. How's that for a challenge? You know, I've made Mexican food at restaurants like Denny's and Cheesecake Factory and other restaurants, but not like really embrace Mexican culture, you know? When you know food, you know food, dude. It doesn't matter what it is. If you understand how food works, it just takes some studying and some time. That's it. And listen to the feedback. That's all it is. Oh, some bubble street guys. Nice. I was saying, where do you saute at? Is it like a local spot, or do you work at like a big place? Because the way you talked about it made it sound like you work for Cheesecake. Yeah. Denver, nice. What's your favorite meal to make on saute? Ortho! What up, dude? Just catching up on dishes and then get back to prep. I'll cook it.
sounds good. I love pork tenderloin.
I used to make pork tenderloin with a Marsala wine cream sauce and some garlic mashed potatoes with shiitake and portobello mushrooms and creminis. So it was like a mix of mushrooms. It sounds good though. I love these pork tenderloin when it's sliced nice, like some little pork medallions, shingle, little parsley, little tableside bread. That does sound fire, right? Huh? I love it. I love food, you know. Yeah, butternut squash puree is good. Right? That's crazy. That sounds super good though. I always like butternut squash. I feel like butternut squash is very like versatile. What's your least favorite station? Hey, put you on the spot. Yeah. Huh? Ah, man. I don't miss those days. I only got to do one fryer here. I used to have 6 fryers. Terrible. I agree. Honestly, but you know what? If somebody has a really good, like clean breading station, it's really fun to work, especially if you like the busy push. Dude, I remember at Cheesecake, I was working at the Sherman Oaks location in Cali, and so they had this is before pandemic. They had a happy hour from 4 to 6 Monday through Friday in the bar area, and that's a big ass restaurant. They do like 17 million a year. They're probably like a $20 million restaurant even now, honestly. But I was supporting the restaurant while they were trying to find a restaurant for me to take over, and we got through our, like at 4 o'clock, they're like, all right guys, all the happy hour stuff's coming in. And at 4:15, the fry station, they call it grill fry. No, they call it abs. There's 2 different stations, grill fry and abs. Abs is the fry station, the breading station. Long story short, there was 52 tickets that came out in one shot. And then 13 of them they had this special, they were special in this thing called a roll sampler. So it had 4 different rolls, times 13. And then it was crazy. Crazy. I saw a video on Facebook that said, oh, we make these rolls, these Philly rolls. We make about 300 of them a day. They're world famous. And I'm like, dude, the Cheesecake Factory, they make like thousands of rolls a day. That's like one person on a prep list that does it. Like, it's not a flex, bro. Just sweating. I need fries to the line. Hands out. I need a restart. I'll miss it. All the war stories back in my day. I don't know, but it changed. Everything changed. Back then when you worked at that for a company, you better know that everything, ins and outs, you better recite what are the 4 cornerstones, you better know all this stuff. Nowadays, they don't even, I don't know, it's different, I guess. Core values, you know what I'm saying? Culinary, master culinarian, they don't do none of that stuff. The way it used to be. Zan. Hello. Welcome in, brother. All right, friends, we're gonna make a steak breakfast burrito, if that's okay. Sounds good. Yeah, we'll be streaming later on today at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It gets a little crazy, and it's a good vibe. A whole different crowd, the same mods, the same loyal people, but it's cool. Check us out later on today. Thank you for tuning in. Every hour on the hour, I'm burning my foot. Best thing you can give the kids for Christmas goes in a plastic bag. I'm just gonna ban this dude. He's about to say some nerdy shit. Appreciate it. I like people want to come in and just say some weird random shit and just keep going. Like, dude, stop, dude. It's like the cringe Olympics. Get out of here. Get out. I better copyright that. Hashtag cringe Olympics. What up, MBG? It says 141 minutes. So 2 hours and 21 minutes. Okay. That's crunchy. One chip had to die through Somebody new. Come on. All right, friends. That's the vibe we bring to the table. Yeah, yo, I can relate. Me about grill just gets really hot. And if there's nothing cooking on it, it just gets black. It just stays getting hot. That's why I turn it off a lot. It's like 500 degrees. Blazing hot. What's up with these people, bro? They're crazy. No, we don't serve dog. What the hell? Weirdo. What's up with these people? $0. I own the restaurant. I don't pay myself. I pay my bills and build the brand. That's it. That's a personal question. I'm making a asada breakfast burrito. Thank you. Come on down. I think every job has its hard points, you know, and good and easy points. It's heating up right now. Thank you for the obvious word of the day. You don't have to delete it, it's fine. Dez is a weirdo. I'll block him. So when the burrito's to go, we don't sear it. We wrap it and we let the condensation kind of seal it naturally. But when the burrito's for here, we make sure we sear it all the way on the flat grill so that it's cooked all the way. What up, what up? Look at the steam. Come on. Marty, thank you. Of course. 80, what up? Spradalac, what up? Watch this. All right, 3 taco plate, steak, and 2 carnitas, a quesadilla, and churros with strawberry. Well, we do Uber Eats, DoorDash, Grubhub, everything. Our online Square system. We do it all. Come on down. I like how there's so many new people in here that are asking these questions. It's awesome. Look at this trick. So trick with the quesadilla is you only want to put it on the bottom half, because when you fold it over, nothing's gonna fall out. It's gonna stay so that you get meat in every part of it. You understand? Every bite. That's free game right there. What are you guys sharing these churros with? Look at that one. Woo! Angus beef. Pulled pork underneath us. And another one. Come on. Look at that. It's a lot of meat. Boom. Thank you, Lucas. I appreciate that. Food's great. Thank you. Appreciate that. been a long one, huh? All right, friends. I'm gonna marinate the steak, and I'm gonna take a break. Been a very successful stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. Sugar Bones Tacos, you see up there? Voted best tacos in Pierce County, numero uno. 2024. The banner for 2025 is coming soon. It's not AI. They love our carne asada because we use this Angus beef. Don't mess around. We don't skimp on the quality of it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't change. Steak isn't more expensive than chicken. Same price. You know what we're doing. Let's knock it out, friends.
If you want to listen to one of the greatest albums ever, Peripheral Vision by Turnover, start to finish, classic. What up, Mary? I've been dying to catch you dizzy. Different music. Oh man, this sounds great. Drink some hot coffee for me. Thank you. Have a good day. It's almost impossible to hold still. Maybe we can go back to the way it was. Well, at least I can love you the same. I got lines up on something. Almost like this is for your love. Right through your love. The crash is ringing inside my heart. I can let you rise from my feet high. It hurts you inside your She talks, I listen. She's in the shower, her skin glistens. But oh my God, I like that. But oh God, I like it. I suggest to try to stay the path alone. Let's get lost, let's lose our I will check them out. Thank you. I'm always looking for new music. Cook some steak, friends. You know I'm gonna take it with me. Cheap Scratch, welcome in.
One hand. Oh, I did that. It's all good, Cheap Scratch. Let them know about your channel, my boy. It's all good. We're all winners here. We all want to support each other. I don't know you, but God bless you. The last song, guys, to make it count. Okay. I think that's all like 3 times more than I should. You like that sometimes. You guys want to check out the front real quick? After I clean it. The camera, that is. Almost there. We're almost there. Alright, there we go. Nice job, everybody. With the 70 likes on the stream. This is why we do what we do every day for this right here. A little light work, you know. But with that being said, friends, thank you so much for tuning in this morning. What a great, awesome Friday morning stream. Crazy, crazy numbers today. Thank you all so much. God bless you all, and I'll catch you all on the live later on today. If you're new, like, subscribe, check out the shorts that we do, the long form POV cooking videos that we do. It's in 4K quality. We talk about the food throughout it too. Also, what else was I gonna say? Something important, I think. It is important. Give me a second. Oh yeah, I remember. Wow, check it out. So RJ.2fly, if you guys can give him a follow and a sub, that would be awesome. I know, it's awesome, right? The video that we did together, the collab, okay, I just want to talk to you guys for a second, okay? Check it out. So the collab that RJ and I did, normally shorts, 20, 30 seconds is like the max attention span for people. And then if it's like a really good short, maybe 1 minute. The short that him and I put together, it's under 3 minutes is considered a short. The short is 2 minutes and 57 seconds. And we have an average watch time of 74%. Literally, the #1 short on YouTube right now is that video that RJ and I did. Okay, I think it has like, when I checked this morning, it had like 150 likes. And when I checked again, it had almost like 600 likes. So it's something about the video that people like. Let us know by checking out the video. It's the Cali burrito recipe. If you want to do more content like that, I think RJ and I might do a video every other week. We just like the way that the content flows, the way that we're explaining the food. Everything just like meshes so well together. And his video on TikTok is actually going viral. It has almost 15,000 views on it right now, which is awesome. And that's all 100% him. So I'm super happy. Yeah, it's a great video, right? It's a short. It's like a short. It's not a short. It is a short, but it's just like everything you'd want in like a couple minutes, and I love that. Those like so that I think that's we might go down that road a little bit and explore it because we're getting a lot of good feedback. And the crazy thing is that video has been posted for only 2 days, and that video alone has brought in about 40 subscribers so far. So it's crazy. We're just working. That's it. We're just fine tuning, just like the food in the restaurant where we change the recipes, make sure it's the right sauce. Same thing with the videos. The quality's good, the angles. We kind of figured out the angles pretty well. You know, everything. It's a science for sure. Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much. And then, lastly, so they haven't picked the people for Next Level Chef yet. And Next Level Chef premieres next month on the 20-something. So I might get an email, I might get a phone call. I might not, I don't know, we'll see what happens. But that would be a cool little icing on the cake, you know what I'm saying? A little sprinkle. All right, see you guys in a little bit. Thank you all.